There is a GOP candidate in Missouri who is running for a Senate seat. His name is Courtland Sykes. And he is very open about the fact that he looks ridiculous in that photo, among other things. Now, the reason why he's getting a little bit of attention is because he has been asked about his feelings in regard to women's rights. And he has said some things that have upset some women. I'll tell you why. Now, let me give you the details. The question is, do you favor women's rights? And he says this. He has a fiance named Chanel, and he says, well, Chanel, my fiance, has given me orders to favor them, so I'd better. But Chanel knows that my obedience comes with a small price that she loves to pay anyway. I want to come home to a home-cooked dinner at 6 every night, one that she fixes, and one that I expect one day to have daughters learn to fix after they become traditional homemakers and family wives. Think Norman Rockwell here and Gloria Steinem be damned.
So let's pause here. So when it first started out, I was like, oh, they like to play games. Like, he's been a bad boy and he needs to be obedient, right? And then they're switching it up for dinner and etc. And I'm like, you do you, boo, okay?
Yeah.
And right back at you. So you and Chanel go nuts. It started out fun. At the end there, Norman Rockwell, no problem with Norman Rockwell. Having dinner ready for me, I mean, I don't know if you're playing some sort of games, okay, fine, but if you expect that that's how your daughters should react, you're losing me. Gloria Steinem be damned, okay, needlessly hostile. Tip of the iceberg.
Definitely the tippy tip of the iceberg. So he continues. I don't buy into radical feminism's crazed definition of modern womanhood, and I never did. They don't own that definition and never did. They made it up to suit their own nasty, snake-filled heads. Modern women can be anything they want, including traditional women, as millions are and millions more are fast becoming. Okay, so I have many things to say in response to his statement. So first of all, the whole point of feminism is not to strangle women and tell them you must be a career-oriented woman or else we'll come after you. No, it's just telling women do you, boo? You want to be a homemaker? Awesome. You want to be a stay-at-home mom? One of the most difficult things in the world to do. More power to you. But let's have equality of opportunity in the workplace for women who do want to be career-oriented. And so, look, I can't stand people who look down on or criticize women who choose to be homemakers. I think that that is their choice, and if they're happy doing it, again, all the more power to you. But I also equally despise people who criticize women who choose to be career-oriented women. What's wrong with that? Now he continues to attack them.
No, look, let's be fair here, Anna. Of course you would think that because your head is filled with snakes.
Yes, I am a, what did he say?
Snake-filled heads. Okay. I'm going to use. I never heard that before. I'm going to use that from now on. They're snake-filled heads.
So he continues. There's more. So he talks about his daughters. He doesn't have daughters yet. He's just assuming that one day he'll have daughters, and this is what he has to say about them. I don't want them to grow up into career-obsessed banshees.
Awesome, banshees. Bringing banshees back. Okay.
Who forgo home life and children and the happiness of family to become nail-biting, manophobic, hellbent feminist she-devils who shriek from the tops of 1,000 tall buildings they think they could have leaped over in a single bound had men not suppressing them. By the way, we didn't mistakenly write the graphics this way. This was literally copied and pasted from his website. This is the way he wrote it. He also continues to say, had men not been suppressing them, it's just nuts. It always was.
This guy's colorful, man. His blue steel is not the only thing that's colorful. The banshees, the snake-filled heads, the hell-bent feminist she-devils. But by the way, I believe in women's rights. Okay, when they ask me about it.
Because he has a fiance who's making him believe in women's rights, by the way.
And I love that too. Yeah. So he reminded me of the guy, the Klan guy that I saw get interviewed once. He says, oh, these N-words, or they're inferior, they have poor genes, etc. So the reporter asked him, so you're racist? He's like, no, I'm not racist. I'm pretty sure you are, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, the she-devil banshees with their snake-filled heads. So you're against women's rights? No, I'm for women's rights.
Yeah, it's
I'm for
crazy.
women's rights as long as they stay at home and do exactly as I tell them and have dinner ready by 6. Feminists aren't against choice. You're against choice.
Exactly.
Feminists say, okay, get dinner ready if you want to. Do it for yourself. Do it for your husband if you want to. Go work if you want to. It's to empower women to do whatever they want. This guy says, no, I'm going to teach my daughters not to, shout from 1,000-tall-foot buildings or whatever and be banshees, and I'm going to make them have dinner for their husbands. By the way, there's no way that's going to happen.
Yeah, and also there's this misconception that all feminists, they're all the same, they're all radical, they hate men. I can assure you, I don't hate men. I like men a lot. Okay? Yeah. I like my man a lot. Okay, and look, there are some components of our relationship that are extremely modern, some components of our relationship that are very traditional. Like I get turned on when he does handy things around the house. I don't think that takes my feminist cred away, right? Mm-hmm. I like feeling protected. I like feeling small and and what I mean by small is like physically small and protected when I'm around him. That's totally fine. Feminism, again, for the billionth time, is not about telling people what to do or judging people based on whether or not they live their lives in a traditional manner. Again, do you, boo? It's just interesting how hostile he is and how angry he is. Like, just let's calm it down a little bit.
No, the dude's got issues, look, it's obvious that he is projecting his issues with women onto all women and to feminists. So he thinks, I want women to do this and only this. So feminists must also want them to do this and only this, right? It's a conservative 101. I want to have huge government and that controls your life. I want to tell you who you can sleep with, when you should have dinner ready, what to do with your bodies. And then what do they say about liberals? Oh, they want big government that controls your lives. You just watched a video by the Young Turks, home of the revolution. If you'd like to get a lot more than that, get the full show by becoming a member. tytnetwork.com/join.